Russia-Ukraine news. Russia has warned that if the Ukrainian offensive is successful, nuclear weapons will be used. Dmitry Medvedev, a former Russian president who has occasionally threatened a nuclear war with Ukraine, said on Sunday that Moscow would be forced to use nuclear weapons if Kyiv's ongoing counteroffensive was successful. Russia would be forced to rely on its own nuclear doctrine, Medvedev, who is the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council under President Vladimir Putin, said in a message on his official social media accounts. Imagine if the offensive, supported by NATO, was successful and they tore off a part of our land. Under the rules of a decree from the President of Russia, we would be obligated to use a nuclear weapon. Simply put, we would be out of choices. Our adversaries should, therefore, pray for our soldiers' success. They are taking precautions to prevent the start of a nuclear war on a global scale, he explained. In what appears to be a reference to Russia's nuclear doctrine, which allows for the use of nuclear weapons in response to conventional military aggression against Russia that threatens the survival of the Russian state, Medvedev, who has positioned himself as one of Moscow's most hawkish voices, made his comments. Kyiv and much of the West have condemned Russia's annexation of Ukrainian territory and have supported Ukrainian efforts to regain control of the area. Vladimir Putin claimed on Saturday that there had been no significant developments on the battlefield since June 4 and that Ukraine had lost a significant amount of military equipment. Although it is slower than desired, Kyiv claims that its forces are making gains in their drive to retake territory. Medvedev has been accused by Kremlin detractors of making extreme statements in an effort to discourage Western countries from maintaining arms supplies to Ukraine. Council buildings, public spaces, and infrastructure are prioritized in this plan for emission reduction and climate resilience building. This comes after the local government in 2019 passed a notice of motion on climate change. Since then, the Council has been making efforts to lessen its effect on the environment, and this action plan is the culmination of those efforts. Numerous laws, treaties, and policies at all levels of government, from the global to the local, have served as the basis for the strategy. Sustainable NI was among the many outside groups that worked closely with the Council to develop this policy. The new plan examines strategies to address the effects of climate change across the borough, as well as how to comply with the Climate Change Act, Northern Ireland, 2022 and fulfill the promises made in the Council's climate and sustainability policy. Here's more. Eco-friendly. Electric vehicles, EVs, are inexpensive and easy to charge. The plan's goals include, but are not limited to, the following. A 30% cut in emissions from Council operations by 2030. Council fleets of small vehicles must be decarbonized by 2030. Achieving carbon neutrality in Council operations by 2040. Maintaining a zero-waste borough by the year 2050. Council facilities, public areas, and infrastructure to be climate resilient. Within the framework of the plan's 6 primary themes, 97 specific initiatives are to be carried out over the next 5 years. Topics covered range from good governance and community leadership, to our environment, the economy, transportation, resource management, buildings and energy, and so on. Council has established a number of mechanisms to institutionalize climate action across the board in order to achieve these goals. The Council's subcommittees on climate delivery hold regular meetings to set goals, take action, and assess results. Council fleets, fuel consumption, and waste management will be reviewed, and sustainable practices will be ingrained in addition to energy efficiency, renewable technologies, and agile working. Supporting the Maya business sector through the development of a clean tech sector and movement towards a low-carbon, circular economy, the local authority will also influence and support the wider borough through the delivery of climate education, training, and opportunities for grant funding. Trending. After being beaten unconscious in her garden, a woman is fighting for her life in the hospital. 2-Minute Independent read, British mother and 6 of her family members killed in car crash in France. 2-Minute Independent read, ITV cancelled the hit talent show to make room for more programming. The 2-minute newsreader. Major supermarket chain. Phasing out, largest bottle of milk, and parents aren't happy. Local global 2 minutes to read. The sexual connotations in the film left actress Juhi Parmar heartbroken, so she removed her 10-year-old daughter from the showing. 5-minute Red National World.